There are 5 potentially fair reasons for dismissal. One's conduct, there's capability, redundancy, breach of a statutory obligation, and some other substantial reason. If you are looking at a misconduct dismissal, what an employer has to establish is that there was a misconduct that justified that dismissal. Starting point really is looking at what the employer has in their policies. So it's things such as, do they have a well-drafted policy that covers off examples of misconduct? Moving on from that, what an employer then has to do is, once they've looked at the allegation with the employee, they do have to ensure that they follow a fair procedure. So it's 2 stages really to establishing a fair dismissal. What was the reason, and was it reasonable to dismiss? With the ACAS Code of Conduct, that's something an employer should be looking at when they are terminating for unfair dismissal. It's things such as, did the employer investigate the issue? And that involves having a discussion with the employee, looking at whether or not there's any witnesses to what the allegation was. If it was theft, did anybody witness the theft? It's got to be balanced, so it has to also speak to the employee and get the employee's version of events. If there is a case to answer, then the employer should move on to a disciplinary meeting where the employee is given the right to be accompanied. And then following on from that, if they do decide to dismiss, the employee should be given the right of appeal. And if there is a cause of concern for the employee, so say for example they felt that the investigation was biased, if they felt that it wasn't even-handed, if they felt that a decision was made before they even got the opportunity to discuss the allegations, then that could be an example of an unfair dismissal.